Hello, so it's Derek again. I'm in the shed. This is my latest acquisition. It's a scooter and it's called a Raleigh Roma. It's I think it's either 61, 62 or it's 1963, we're not sure. There's no documents for it. It's complete, although I've taken the seat off. I've taken the back panels off, some of the panels there on the floor, and some more bits in the shed. Main back pieces there. The story is it was in a pub cellar. It's only done 5,000 miles. I've never actually seen one of these before, so it needs a complete restoration. I've made a little start, so I'll be doing videos and taking photos as I go along for anybody who's interested. A target of about, well, it looks pretty easy. I would say three or 4 months, and if I can get it up and running for a couple of £100 or 300 quid, I'll be happy. The secret to doing things like this is, anybody who's never done a restoration or something like this before, is to take plenty of photographs. So when you strip it down, if you get a bit lost where things are rooted and where things go, you make a note of them, or you take photographs, and it's a good idea to do that. And obviously I've got a sheet of paper here, so anything I disconnect, any wires, I'll make a note of them and write them on that sheet. Not necessarily follow that when I put it back together, but at least I'll have an idea, because you can't guarantee it's right. So I'll make a note of it, but then I use a bit of discretion when I put it back together. Okay, I took some photos. This is the initial video, and I'll be doing some more videos as I go along. Okay, bye. Right, I'm just disconnecting these wires here. If you can see that wire there, that's where it's been in the connector. It's been crimped it's been connected on the insulation. So that would have been a very, very poor connection. I'm not sure where it goes. I think it goes to the lights or something, but that's where it goes on into there, and that's where the terminal's crimped it. It's not been on the wire, it's been on the insulation. So that's one fault. Well, I've got the engine out. It took me about an hour to get the engine out, something like that. This is a very reassuring sign. Yeah, nice and oily it is, and clean as a whistling. This thing is coming together, coming to part really, really easily. But there must be a spring or something, because the kickstart doesn't return, so that's why I took the side off. But the clutch will be stuck, so it looks really nice inside there. Okay, so we found something. This is probably what finished the scooter off when it wouldn't start, and probably the reason it was laid up is that the kickstart wasn't returning. It looked as though the spring was broke. The spring isn't broke. The spring is there, and the spring hasn't broken. What's happened is this this big washer here, this turns the spring. When the kickstart turns, this turns and it turns the spring, and then it comes back. And there's what looks as though it should have a keyway in there, right? But it's not a keyway, it's a little pin. That's it. That's the pin that fits into there, and then it fits into, I don't know if you can see it or not. If you can see it, just there, sheared off, that pin goes into there, should stick out and take that washer round when you kick it over. And probably been kicking the brains out at it for some reason, it wouldn't start, and it sheared that pin off. That was the end of the scooter. It's been laid up. So pretty happy with that. That's not bad. It's pretty easy to repair that. Okay, a little bit further on, took the barrel and the head off. The barrel's not bad inside. It's two little tiny scratches, but no wear on it really. Nothing, I wouldn't worry too much about that really. There's no wear on it, but we have a broken piston ring there, which is probably why the damn thing wouldn't start. The nick out at piston, but even more significantly, look at this. The little end's boxed. That's all. This is all manky here, but that piston is, I think it's a bit weird on there. So the little end's gone. I'm not sure if it's the little end that's gone or it's the piston. I think it's the piston that's moving on the little end. The big end's okay. Everything seems to be pretty clean down there, and everything's okay. So it looks as though what's happened is the little end's gone for some reason or other. It's broke a piston ring. The piston ring's probably disappeared down the exhaust port. It'll be gone that, and it's been hard to start, and then because it wouldn't start, that little pin's broke on the kickstart lever and thrown to one side. That's the end of scooter. It's a shame really because it's such an easy job, you know, either a new piston and a rebore or whatever, but I'll probably just get a new piston for it. Okay, got the piston off. It's not the piston that's worn, it's the little end that's worn. Look at that. It's like a bronze bushing here, and that's gone. That's been the problem. That's gone. The little end's gone. Might be because they've not run enough oil in it or something. And then it's broke a piston ring, and then that's been end of story. Okay. What we're doing here is testing the output of the AC supply on this little Raleigh Roma engine. It's a Bianchi Orsetto. I've just been testing these two supplies here, these two AC outputs, and all I'm doing is spinning the engine over with an electric drill. This piece of cardboard here and this bungee is just to stop the conrod from thrashing around and getting damaged. So you're spinning the engine over, and there you've got your flywheel with the magnets inside and your coils. So that when you spin the engine, you just touch those to earth, and you should get a spark. And when you've got a spark there, then you know you've got your supplies okay and your magnets are okay. What we're doing here is testing the output of the AC supply on this little Raleigh Roma engine. It's a Bianchi Orsetto. I've just been testing these two supplies here, these two AC outputs, and all I'm doing is spinning the engine over with an electric drill. This piece of cardboard here and this bungee is just to stop the con rod from thrashing around and getting damaged. So you're spinning the engine over, and there you've got your flywheel with the magnets inside and your coils, so that when you spin the engine you just touch those to earth and you should get a spark. And when you've got a spark there, then you know you've got your supplies okay and your magnets are okay. Right, so we're back in the shed again, working on this Raleigh Roma. I've had the steering column out and greased the bearings up and put them back. They're all nice. I've rubbed the frame down, done a little bit of priming on it. I've ordered some white paint. But I've been working on the petrol tank. It's very rusty inside. I've had worse, I've got to say, I've had worse petrol tanks than this, but it is rusty inside. There's a lot of muck in it. Now, when you're doing these old bikes up, everyone I've done, the petrol tank's been poor. The petrol tanks get left inside, they go rusty, the petrol solidifies, goes like gunge, and you can't get it out. No matter what you do, it's never really successful. You can put a chemical liner inside, but that's not great either. I've actually cleaned the top off. You can see where I've cleaned it round there. And I had a thought about cutting the top off and being able to get inside them with a wire brush and clean it and then re-weld the top back on. And I'm pretty sure I could do that because you can get at it. You know, I've done it worse than this before, but you can get out there all the way around with the welder. You've got to make sure it's nice and clean, even though there's no petrol in it. It'll still flash off that if you put the welder near it. But the fuel filter, where is it gone? We're in the. I've actually took it out. The fuel filter had completely gone, and the filler cap. I'm not happy with the filler cap. The filler cap gone. This is the filler cap for it here. This is the worst filler cap I've ever seen in my life. It's a piece of plastic bung and it just sticks in like that. Now if that's not a fire trap, I don't know what is. It's a really bad design, that. I mean it is tight, but God, poor design that is. So I had a thought. I had this, which is a petrol tank off a GX160 Honda engine. I had a few of them. This is a brand new petrol tank. It's a bit dented where it's been chucked about. And if you put that by the side of that, it's not a million miles in it. It's got a proper petrol tank on it. It's brand new, inside's clean as a whistle, brand new, it's never had petrol in, and it's got a built-in filter. And I'm going to fit this. I know it's not original, and the original, if anybody wants it, will still be with it. But you can't see it anyway. It's all underneath the seat anyway. And I like this petrol cap here. So when this is in position, it's going to be there like that under the seat. You can't see it. It's even got a bolt at the front here, which is not quite in line with the hole here, but I can soon drill another hole in here. But when that's in position in there, that looks like it's made for the scooter. So I'm going to put some brackets on the back and make it like it mounts like the original one, and then I'm going to fit that on because I'm far happier with that than using that one. It's rotten inside, it's rusty, there's slag coming off it, and I mean, I won't do it with a motorbike with its proper petrol tank, but this is under the seat, you can't see it anyway. So I'm amazed how close it is actually, how similar it is, but that fuel filler's shocking. So I'm going to use that one and I'll show you after what I've done. Right, I've welded a couple of supports on the back here. This is how the original tank has the brackets on. The one fits on the outside of that one and the other one fits on the inside. That's how it is normally. It's so as you can get the tank in from one side. So I put these two brackets on, filler caps there, and all you do is just take it out like that. Quite happy with that. Puts a bit of paint on now. Once little from that bolt here, there's a hole in here. All you need is a bracket from there to there, just to steady it at the front. It's not quite as got the capacity as that one, but I'm not really minded really. Does 100 miles to the gallon this thing anyway, so be a gallon of fuel in there. So that's alright, isn't it? So it'll be something like that when it's in position. Okay. Let's mix some two-stroke up and try and get this Raleigh Roma, give it a try for the first time.
Traffic and travel on the way. And then last 15 minutes or so, give us a text, give us a call, anything you want to talk about, tell me with your birthdays in the end, say what's happening, and he of course is with you on phone. Right, this is CeeLo Green, and a song called Forget You.
It's 200 mils to a 5 mil spoon of two-stroke oil, so it should be okay. Right, see what happens. Nothing new. Just tried the spark plug. It is sparking and the plug's wet, so in theory it should go. Oh. We'll try it then. A little try then. Whoa! Hello!
Ah! Benjamin! Shoot! Ow, ow, ow!
What is it? Oh, don't do that, Derek. Hurts. That's the choke. Take it off choke and try it. Sounds like it wants a few revs on.
Fire brigade coming.
First time that. First time it's running 50 years.
First time firing.
Huh?
First time firing.
First time it's run that for about 50 years.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let's hope it's not last time.
Accelerator go.
You leads, come on, all that tree here, near gate.
Yeah, it's time.
Done
My
the
camera's
tower.
on. Huh?
You get your money back on it.
Yeah, no problem.
Huh?
Yeah, no problem. No.